Hook. Imagine waking up tomorrow to find that half the jobs in your country have simply vanished. Elon Musk warns that AI will make most jobs obsolete. Bernie Sanders says 100 million Americans could be out of work within a decade. The headlines scream that AI is coming for your job. But what if everything you have been told about AI and employment is completely wrong? What if the real story is the exact opposite of what the panic merchants want you to believe? Intro. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving into the single biggest debate in the world right now. Is AI really destroying jobs, or is that just a convenient story that politicians and tech CEOs have been feeding us? Because here is the thing. A brand new study just dropped that completely contradicts the doom and gloom narrative. And the numbers it reveals are absolutely shocking. By the end of this video, you will know the real truth about AI in your career. And it might just change how you think about the future of work forever. Before we dive in, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss our daily deep dives. Segment 1. Let us start with the scary numbers, because they are real and they deserve to be taken seriously. Anthropic CEO Dario Amodei predicted that AI could eliminate half of all entry-level white-collar jobs within just 5 years, pushing unemployment as high as 20%. Senator Bernie Sanders claimed that AI could wipe out nearly 100 million American jobs over the coming decade, targeting nurses, truck drivers, accountants, and fast food workers. Goldman Sachs warned that up to 300 million jobs globally could be affected by generative AI. These are not fringe predictions from obscure blogs. These are coming from some of the most respected voices in technology, politics, and finance. And when you hear them all together, it sounds absolutely terrifying. But here is where the story gets truly interesting. When you actually look at what is happening in the real economy right now, the data tells a completely different story. And that gap between the predictions and the reality is the most important thing you will understand today. Segment 2. A brand new study published just weeks ago by the Information Technology and Innovation Foundation uncovered something remarkable. Companies that adopt artificial intelligence intensively actually increased their total employment by 10.2%. Let me repeat that because it is so counterintuitive. AI adopters hire more people, not fewer. The study tracked thousands of firms during the first 2 years after AI adoption and found that high-intensity AI companies consistently grow their workforce. Entry-level hiring jumped 12%. Sales roles grew by 10.3%. Even administrative jobs that everyone assumed would be automated first increased by 7.8%. Engineering roles grew by 7.3%. Customer service jobs grew by 6.3%. And get this. In 2024 alone, AI created approximately 119,900 jobs while contributing to only 12,700 layoffs. That is a 10-to-1 ratio of jobs created versus jobs lost. Those 12,700 layoffs accounted for just 0.1% of all layoffs that year. Almost nothing. Segment 3. But wait. Does not this contradict everything we see in the news every single day? Here is the key insight that most people miss. AI does not replace jobs, it reshapes them. A massive BCG study from April 2026 found that 50 to 55% of all U.S. jobs will be transformed by AI over the next 2 to 3 years. They will not disappear. They will change. But only 10 to 15% will be eliminated entirely. That means for the vast majority of workers, your job is not going anywhere. It is evolving. And here is the really interesting part. The jobs that change usually become better. Software engineers get AI code assistants that handle the boring repetitive boilerplate, freeing them to focus on system architecture and creative problem solving. Customer service reps get AI tools that handle Tier 1 questions, leaving them to solve the truly challenging problems that require human empathy. Insurance agents get AI that automates quote generation, allowing them to focus on the complex cases where their expertise matters most. The firms that invest in AI do not fire people en masse. They redeploy them to higher value work. Segment 4. This does not mean there are no losers in this transition. There absolutely are. And understanding who wins and who loses is the most important part of preparing your own career. The BCG study identified 6 distinct categories of job disruption. The winners are in what they call the amplified and enabled categories. Software engineers, lawyers, clinical assistants, lab technicians. These are roles where AI makes you dramatically more productive and demand for your work actually grows. The BCG model shows employment in these categories holding steady or even increasing. The losers are in the substituted and divergent categories. Call center representatives handling routine scripts. Financial analysts doing standard modeling and data aggregation. Entry-level insurance agents processing basic quotes. These roles will shrink. But here is the crucial point that rarely makes the headlines. Even within shrinking roles, senior workers with contextual judgment and deep client relationships still thrive. The pattern is clear. Routine-heavy entry-level tasks get automated first. Complex judgment-based work gets augmented. And that is exactly why economists across the board agree on one thing. The single most important investment you can make right now is in skills that AI cannot replicate. Complex problem solving, strategic thinking, interpersonal communication, and domain expertise. OUTRO. So here is the bottom line that the viral headlines will never tell you. AI is not coming to destroy your job. It is coming to change it. And while some specific roles will shrink, many more will grow and evolve in ways we are only beginning to understand. The panic about mass unemployment is simply not backed by the data. What is backed by the data is that workers who adapt, upskill, and embrace these tools will thrive in the AI economy. If this video opened your eyes or changed your perspective, hit that subscribe button right now. We release deep dives like this every single day and you do not want to miss what is coming next. Also leave a comment telling us whether you are worried about AI replacing your job or whether you see it as a powerful tool. I read every single comment. And if you want to see our last video about how AI is discovering new materials, click the link on screen right now. Thanks for watching and I will see you in the next video.